Hello and welcome to another Arkeys video, and if you think you are having some sort of deja vu, you are probably right. We are back at Fuji in the WRX, but we are in VR this time, and this is rather early morning. I've got the whole family at home at the moment, so getting a free slot in front of the TV can get a bit tricky. So these lobbies were very mixed, to say the least, and in one of these races I think I accidentally triggered the red mist descending on one of the other drivers. But let's get straight into this one. And as you can already see, we've got a broad variety of driver and safety ratings in this one, both because it's morning and also because there's no DRSR updates in race A, and I am afraid that has given the popularity quite a hit, unfortunately. Anyway, we're coming into turn 1 and I'm a bit morning rusty, so I overcooked it slightly into turn 1 and accidentally pushed someone a little bit wide there, and at this point I wasn't really aware of the consequences of me doing that. We are trying to get around the second corner, and we've got someone wide there, and I think I get sandwiched slightly, and then I get a huge notch from behind. I am trying to get back on track. We've got a car all over the place. He's hitting the Finnish driver as well, and here he just full throttle rejoins into the side of the Dutch driver. So we will go and have a look at that whole thing at the end of the video, and as mentioned in the intro, I'm afraid I played a part in triggering that anger there. We are coming towards the chicane. Is it safe for me to brake? I'm having a look in the mirror. We are making it safely around the chicane, and let's see if we can catch up to the drivers in front. Now it's the final sector, and even though it still can be tricky to find the lines, I find this much easier to do in VR because it's easier to see the entire corner and get a better feel for the elevation change, all the things that usually unsettles the car and you have to figure out. And I'm not by any means doing a perfect job of it. I'm up to 4th gear now, it turns out, and Tiffany already did a video about this, that you really have to short shift this car. We've got P2 going defensive, and let's see, he is also overcooking turn 1, so I can make the switch back on him, and we are behind P1 now. So let's see if we can catch up to him. We are about to jump ahead in the race. We are coming down towards turn 1. I am getting the fastest lap for now, and we are getting close. I am going for the outside line. Maybe I can get lucky and get a switch back on him as well, but he is keeping it cool through the corner. He is parked right where he's supposed to, nowhere for me to go, and we just have to wait. We're coming up towards turn 2. Let's just keep it cool. Very tricky corner. Sometimes you can pick up a penalty, and picking up a penalty is exactly what P1 did just there. He was cutting the corner a bit too much, so he got that half second. So we just have to stay close to him. We are coming in to the chicane. I'm just keeping it cool, not trying to go side by side, and he is pushing the car a bit. I think he would like to try to run away. I'm on the outside, I'm backing out, I just want to stay behind. And we are coming up towards this left-hander, and that is really a corner where you can upset the car because you are going over that hill at the same time. So if you haven't got the car turned properly, you'll just understeer off, and the same goes for this final corner. Really have to get the car straightened out. We are getting close to him. We are getting a better exit, and he was pulling over to the side, but when we were going past, he was trying to push us off the track a bit. So I was a bit disappointed. I was being nice to him, and yeah, maybe just a bit of frustration got to him. I was a bit worried coming into turn 1. You can hear me downshifting in full panic mode, but he didn't do anything. I think he got his frustration out there by just pushing a bit as he served the penalty. So we are carrying on, and in my eager to run away, I am setting a fastest lap, and as we come towards turn 1 for the final time in this race, let me just say how much a joy it is to drive this car in VR. You've got that huge intake for the intercooler in front of you, almost as a hood ornament, and just great visibility out of the windows and the mirrors. And yeah, we're coming up towards the finish line, and we win this first race. But we have to carry on. We are doing a second race, and this was actually the day after. But still a morning race. We've still got a rather mixed bunch of people in this one, and we are in the blue car now, and you can see I've actually got myself positioned a bit better. You have to really lean forwards before the race starts, otherwise the VR will place you right in front of the windscreen, and as a tall man like me, that feels really unnatural. So now I feel better seated in my virtual car, and we also survived turn 1. And I am on the outside for this left-hander, really a scary place, but I am getting sort of saved by some cars ghosting, and people were generally playing nice here. We are just making sure that the car doesn't run too wide. You want to be wide at the middle part of this long corner, but not at the end of it, because you need to be over here. And you can see the yellow Subaru had some sort of beef with the French driver there, so he punted him off. I could see there was already some banter going on in the pre-race chat, so I just want to stay out of this. We are coming towards the chicane, braking at the Dunlop sign, and I am getting the car stopped this time, and nobody hit me from behind, so all is good. We are making our way through this final sector, and I'm just trying to keep it cool, getting turned in at the right time for this first part. Coming up towards the left-hander, you can see the yellow car is going a bit slidey. I'm going a bit slow, but at least I didn't run wide there. I think you might get a bit dirty tires. He's struggling around this corner. I'm getting close. I have to back off a bit. I'm up to 4th gear, and I get a better run. And luckily he sees me and gives me plenty of room, so all is good. And we are just making our way down the straight. We're coming into the braking zone, and we are slightly overcooking that turn 1 and on the Astro, and really slow exit. So now he is by my side there, and we just have to be careful coming into this corner. So I am going really slow. I don't want to pick up a penalty and don't want to run into him, so I ended up being rather cautious there. Anyway, we are just keeping it going behind him here. Let's get around this long corner and see if we can get a good exit as we come down the hill here up to 4th gear, and let's just floor it and see if we can catch up to him again. And we do catch up in a very clumsy way, because I end up going into the back of him, and I come to a complete stop, get stuck in 2nd gear there, and the French driver managed to get around me, and now these two rivals are close to each other. And it turned out that me being unlucky and hitting the British driver ended up being my luck, because as we are coming into the final corner, you can see the fight is still going on, and the French driver takes out the British driver. So that turned out to be my luck for this one, and now I really have some catching up to do. See if I can catch up to P1. And I was having a look in the mirror, and I think the fight kept going back there, and you can see P1 is long gone, and I really had to work for this. I am picking up some fastest laps, not as fast as in the previous race, but we are trying our best, and as we come around again, once again getting the fastest lap. But it's not enough. This race is about to end. We are at the very final sector, coming through the final corners, and you can see I did get close to the Spanish driver in P1, but unfortunately not close enough, and I get a bit too eager into this final corner, and was too early on the throttle, hadn't got the car turned correctly, and he got a better exit. So he ran away with this one. But now we have to have a look at what happened in that first race. So this is the point of view of the driver who completely lost his temper, and I can see why he's coming into turn 1, and here comes a clumsy Dane who didn't even bother to set a qualifying time, and the Dutch driver is pushing him a bit wide. So he went from P2 to P6. Here he gets a shot at me. And here I think he aimed for the Dutch driver, ended up hitting the Finnish driver instead, picked up a 3-second penalty and just floored it into the side of the Dutch driver. He was so mad at the Dutch driver that I thought they might have had some sort of beef in a previous race, but I think I was a part of triggering the anger, and you can see he's going at it again. So this will be my official apology for messing up turn 1. I didn't do it on purpose. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.